Hi, I'm Jody, and I'm a registered nurse and lactation consultant. And we're here today to talk to you about red flags, which would be things we would want you to look for within yourself or the baby when you might need to be seen either by a lactation consultant or your provider.
Yeah, so things that we deal with on a regular basis that you may not think that a lactation consultant would be able to help with. A big one for me is reflux, I think. So if a baby is showing symptoms of reflux, yes, it could be reflux, but it could also be a feeding issue. It could be a milk transfer issue. If a baby is taking in too much milk too fast, it can cause spit up and gas and just general discomfort.
So on that side of things with the baby, we might see weight gain, inappropriate weight gain or weight loss, maybe like excessive jaundice. We might see the yellowing of the skin that's not getting better.
Yeah, if your baby is gaining weight slowly or not gaining weight, you may also be having concerns about your milk supply, which is definitely another reason to reach out.
Yeah, and we do have another video on that. So if you need more information on your baby not gaining weight appropriately, you can refer to that video. We also have another video on tongue tie. So if you feel that that's a concern, you can watch our video on tongue tie as well.
If breastfeeding is painful, that is not normal. That is a sign that something is not quite right. And that is definitely something that we can help you with. We need to figure out why it's painful and what we can do about it.
Right.
It's not something that you need to suffer through.
Right. Yeah, painful, nipple damage, plug ducts, a lump or hardening on your breast, mastitis. Those would all be red flags where you'd be wanting to be looking for some resources.
Yeah.
You don't have to do this on your own at home. You just have to find one of us.
Yeah. Milk supply. There are all kinds of solutions out there on the internet that claim to help with increasing milk supply. And some of them are evidence-based and some of them can actually be really harmful. So that's another reason to reach out to us.
And I think the other important thing to know is if you're seeing those red flags with you or the baby, with mom or the baby, to get follow-up, because otherwise we might see a decrease in the milk supply overall and mom's not having enough milk, or a mastitis that leads to an abscess that isn't healed. So some of those conditions can lead to worsening things. So we want to either prevent them or treat them early on to cause any long-term problems.
Our society tends to let people believe that, oh, your baby's just colicky. That's just something that you have to deal with. And in my opinion, colic is a symptom of something else, and we need to find that cause and that source. We as humans, we're not meant to have to deal with a crying baby and listen to a crying, screaming baby for hours on end every day. That is not normal, and that's something else that we can help you navigate and get to a place where you are enjoying feeding your baby. It doesn't have to be a miserable experience.
So I think that's why it's important to just, if you find you're having any of those symptoms, to just reach out to your local resources and have somebody else look at it with you, evaluate it with you, evaluate your feeds, evaluate the effectiveness of the breastfeeds. And that's what, lactation consultants do in all our different avenues.
Thank you for joining us as we discuss red flags in the newborn period. To find more information, contact the Western Slope Breastfeeding Coalition by clicking the link.